So if you can just wait for a minute or two, we're gonna get started. So if you can just wait for a minute or two, we're gonna get started.
Matt, I don't see anything.
Yeah, I haven't do the screen share. Okay, so just
Okay.
hang on 1 second here.
Okay.
Okay, so well, we have a whole bunch of other people actually joining us in a minute. Why don't we do this? While we're waiting for them, actually we are recording this through live streaming this through the YouTube Live. So let me do the share screen here. All right, so hang on a second here. Can you see on the screen? I think so, right? All right, good afternoon. Can you see on the screen? Yeah, might want to unmute, check your voice setting.
Yes, I can see the screen and hear you.
Okay, cool. Why don't we just can
Herschel Daniels.
hey, how are you doing, Hershey? So why don't we do this? Like, why don't we go around and introduce yourself, and which part of country or states you're from, and let me start myself. I'm actually from San Francisco, Silicon Valley here, and we're launching this more like a kickoff task force meeting, partly because we really want to help every community to fight against this COVID-19 health crisis. And secondly, I want to just introduce how we can leverage the platform to help every local community. So with that, let me just pass to other people. Want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Nilda Thomas in Michigan. I'm with Workforce eTraining Solutions, workforceetraining.com.
Thank you. Ken, you want to say something? Is your voice working? We have a channel partner from Nigeria.
Herschel Daniels, Friends of the African Union at friendsoftheafricanunion.com and managing director of the African Diaspora Directorate at .org. And so I come to this as a member of the African Scientific Institute, who started a process this past Tuesday to prepare Hamilton County to meet this virus. So looking forward to working with all those who want to meet this virus head on and not have a repeat of 2009 and 2010 when we had over 10,000 Americans die from a pandemic.
Well, thank you for joining us. All right, Ken, are you able to speak? You got a mute.
Loud and clear there.
Oh, okay, got it. You're on.
Yeah, I'm on here. I'm playing. Yeah, good. I'm playing okay from Nigeria, right? I'm looking forward to working with everybody to address this coronavirus in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for joining us. He's been working with me and eZ-Xpo for quite a few years. So anyway, well, other peoples are joining us, but anyway, this is being recorded and live streamed to the YouTube live. You can see right there. So one of the things that that I want to just use this platform to help empower every local community to kind of mobilize the local forces to bring awareness of what's happening on this situation. So this is the one way to get everybody together. And one of the things, can everyone see on the screen, right? All right, so one of the things that you can set up is that we can actually set up for multiple virtual hall, and then you can actually assign different virtual booths for different speakers or whatever. I basically set up like 3 different channels, one for protection against COVID-19, one for treatments, one of the basic signs of it. So you can go to the main page or main hall where we just started. So pull out and when you click through it, and you will see this is like a virtual booth. You can set up whatever information in the banner. That's something you can do. The cool thing about this is that this can be used as a breakout room. Just like what you normally do in a physical conference, you can do it here virtually. So this would be it could be a doctor talking about the virus, whatever. So if people have questions, they can actually go to the chat. This is chat. Say, you know, what is COVID-19, whatever, right? Then you can also leave a voice message. Testing, hello. All right, you can see that.
Yeah.
Testing, hello. So you can actually leave a message, or you can leave a video as well. You can have a group chat here as well. So this is a perfect use case to bring everybody together. All right, Les is joining us. Hey, Les. All right, so let him set up the audio. This is a way to bring everybody together and have a group discussion. You can have a private chat as well. So either way you want to do it. The left side, this is the video chat. So you can have a video chat here as well. Okay. And so you can have a one-on-one private video chat or private chat, either way you want to do it. Okay. So, so this is a video chat. So we got both options. One cool thing about our platform is that we fully integrated with Zoom. A lot of people have Zoom. They can use it. If they don't have webinar, we have a built-in webinar called eZ-Webinar. So you can actually launch it from every virtual booth. So as far as all the communication tools is all built in, okay? Now, you have any questions, just ask. Questions so far? Let me just check. Anyone have questions?
Yeah, I do. So what if we're built on a backbone, G Suite backbone versus Zoom. So in terms of the backbone, do you have an API that will allow us to interface our G Suite enterprise infrastructure into it?
Yeah, absolutely. We do have a API to integrate with. When you say G Suite, you mean Google Apps?
Yeah. Well, G Suite Enterprise, just like Zoom is featuring, and you're streaming this out to YouTube. So as a G Suite Enterprise customer, we can Zoom to YouTube and stream out, but we can also have over 300 people in the video, et cetera. So I wanted to know the API. The reason is, and especially that you were talking about your person in Nigeria, Ken, we are in the U.S. Embassy in Nigeria, okay, because there's going to be a trade mission later. Well, there was going to be a trade mission later this month to Nigeria, and so we don't know that it's going to go on or not. But we wanted to use your virtual platform for doing things like this around healthcare for Black folk. Okay, in context of the United Nations and the African Union CDC, which stood up in January, response to 19. And so we wanted to use the platform based on our longstanding intent, Matt, between our organizations to do so. So that's why I invited some people to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. We can have another discussion on that, how we can make that happen. So we can with any video conferencing, whatever. Let me just now the platform also fully integrated with CRM. We are partnered with Salesforce. HubSpot is a free, so you can actually integrate with HubSpot and capture all the contact information so far, MailChimp and also. All right, so then we can actually feed those leads, for exhibitor. We can feed those leads to the exhibitor as well. Now, moving back to the lobby. Now you can see that we got the home page is very much customizable, so you can actually have announcements right there. Right now we didn't have any announcements, but you can actually put it there, discussion board and so forth. All right. On the networking lounge, so this is where we can actually have a, just like what you would normally do in a physical trade show or conference. This is where you can network. Les, are you there? Let me just.
You are unmuted by host.
Okay, we can hear your voice. Go ahead. You want to introduce yourself?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Pardon?
Go ahead and introduce yourself. We got a whole bunch of people in the group here.
I'm not sure what you're
Hey,
saying.
yeah, why don't just tell everybody where you at and share with everyone on the project you're working on.
Okay, well, my name is Les Hamasaki, and I'm here in um, Los Angeles. And one of the major problems that we have in Southern California, Los Angeles, is the growing homeless crises that have congregated out in Skid Row, downtown Los Angeles, where it's about 2,500 people living along the streets and alley and sidewalks. And that has been a major problem for many years now. And for the county, there's about 60,000 homeless. And one of the the concerns that I have is really these are vulnerable people for the coronavirus pandemic. And that would be a target that can destroy the local, not only health, but the economy of the area in downtown Los Angeles. And so people are becoming a little more concerned and frightened about working in the downtown area where you have a lot of people living on sidewalks and so forth. And we need to do something about that. And as a sort of a long-term planner for the city of Los Angeles for many years, and on the Los Angeles Planning Commission under Reardon and the Planning Airport Commission under Bradley, I've had a chance to look at the strategic approach to sustainability. And one of the things that I wanted to do is to look at many of these areas like for example, George Air Force Base in the former Air Force Base that are not utilized anymore in the high desert area and like Victorville and so forth, and to locate these instant community in what I call the Justice Village Dome that has been installed many years ago in downtown Los Angeles. Now it's not located anymore, but to see if we can move many of these individuals out into these areas that are not going to be affected by, the virus. And so that was the idea, that we do distribute the people as much as possible, so we don't have a major problem in downtown Los Angeles. And so that was sort of the contact that I have with the Mayor Garcetti at this point, although I have not heard anything about it, but that was an idea. But we wanted to create an environment where we will have not only a place for people to live, but also have pets that they will have to take care of, because many of these homeless are lonely, and pets can be very valuable, as well as planting plants and food in vertical tower gardens, along with I think the future in that area may be hemp or cannabis program that is going to be established within the area for health and wellness kind of thing, along with generating power with solar power systems that's going to be provided to provide not only power for the community, but also learn how to really manage a micro utility program. So that's something that we want to create jobs for people that are homeless that would like to have an opportunity to be urban farmers or jobs as utility in solar energy and some of these things that we're talking about, like hemp growing and processing and so forth. So that was the idea, to really jumpstart the problem before it becomes a very pandemic. A system in the city, in the urban center of Los Angeles. So that's sort of what I'm thinking about at this point.
This has been a key supporter for eZ-Xpo. We're actually going to be launching virtual urban farming network very soon. So can you see the screen, Les?
Pardon?
Can you see the screen on the platform, on the auditorium?
For the solar program you're talking about?
No, I mean on the. Can you see the screen on the platform that I'm actually doing sharing through the Zoom? Can you see that?
I'm not too sure, but I'm looking at the Zoom program that, we can invite people, obviously, to make these presentation in these auditoriums.
Well, that's what we're doing right now. So one of the things that we can use the, YouTube Live or Zoom, whatever. There's so many other apps out there. But one thing about the Zoom is that it can easily synced up with YouTube Live or Facebook Live, so we can actually sync up to the auditorium. And the cool thing about this is that you can have thousands of people coming in to watch the live stream, just like what you see right there.
Yeah.
And then if they have questions, we have a group chat over here, right? You see there on the right side? They can actually, we can have a Q&A. And this is a perfect solution, not just for the virtual, but also for the physical event as well. Because we can do the same. All right, so any other questions for me? Anyone?
Yeah, Matt.
Yes.
Okay, so let me be clear, so that if you're in the auditorium,
Yeah.
and you're watching something in the auditorium, and
Right.
so that you can make it an announcement that in a booth that you have a special, so let's take it with this 19, okay? So that you can have scientists in one booth, you can have public health administrators in another booth,
That's
you
right.
can have political in another booth, you can
Mhm.
have community councils at another booth.
Correct.
Okay, and so each one of those can be running simultaneous to those who walk into the lobby and see that they can either go in the auditorium. So here's my question. Can you have credentials that will only let you go into a booth if you're credentialed? Okay, in other words, you can only get into a booth if you're a scientist or a member of the African Scientific Institute. You can only get into the political government if you're a county commissioner. You can only get into the neighborhood if you're a member of a community group or if you're a member of a association, health association. Can you have a credentialed managed
Well,
booth?
you're asking for more like a filtering. The way we filter audience, that we do have that, but not in each, not in within the expo. You can set up multiple expo for different audience. So this is where we you can set up another expo or another network specifically for your target audience. So that's how we do it. All right.
Okay, so they would come into a general expo, and if they then they would have a link to another expo.
Yeah. Yeah, so one of the uniqueness of our platform, we're the only company offering multiple virtual expo networks. So I call it, this is like a Netflix of trade show and conferences. So you can have one target audience for one specific group, right? This is for all scientists, or this is all for local community, community leaders, or whatever you want to set up. That's how you do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I mean, it's really this is really the secret weapons of the platform is to provide the network capabilities between organizations. One of the things that we haven't talked about much is we have a patent pending feature called Private Expo Network Exchange, where we can actually network with outside organizations. So for instance, actually, we have another partner from UK, I guess, maybe too late for them. We actually are working with another association in UK, cybersecurity. So what it is basically you can actually network with other organizations, not part of your organization. So of course they have to be inside the eZ-Xpo network. All right.
Okay. Yeah, you did a great job, Matt, in terms of format. And, you know, from my standpoint, I'm too, I'm too tech, you know, I'm techie on all this stuff. So it takes me a while to get
Yeah, you know,
connected. But I think
one of the health organizations, we've actually been bombarded with many health organizations in the last few days. One of them is wants to use the platform to host expo, training, and others. So this is exactly what this is all about. You know, we actually already started doing it with blockchain, government blockchain association.
yeah,
So,
I think at least from our the homeless project that we're at least dealing with is really training to you know, get jobs, and that's creating an opportunity for this kinds of stuff in terms of online learning and as part of a training program, because you know it's like solar energy and growing food and water and all this stuff are things that are global in nature, and so this is something that we can train people to become part of the collaborative. So
yeah, absolutely. So so this with the situation that we're in right now, nobody can fly to anywhere these days. Well, it's at least harder, right? So I think the virtual train mission would be a huge opportunity.
right. Well, I think the you know, both you know, Matt, you and I have been working on this project for many years, and you know, with all these ideas that have been floated around in the development. But I think with the whole you know, the coronavirus project, it can bring attention that we can do virtually, and that's what's going to happen now. People don't want to go to school or you know, work or whatever, and it can be online and so forth. So this, I think, opens up an opportunity for us to share many of the information that that might have required for us to go to these actual exhibitions, So I think that you're doing something very valuable globally as well as locally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let me just give you a one slide. Can you ever see the slide here on the page? The slide deck here.
Sure.
Let me just make sure. Okay, can you see the slide?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so this is a quick summary of what we offer in terms of features and functionalities that we really, I call instant emergency network features. So that's exactly what we're doing here. Most of the platform takes days or weeks or months to launch. With our platform, we can launch it in a matter of hours. So that's really critical, especially we want to gather multiple organizations together and brainstorm ideas or solutions, right? So this is a quick summary of what we offer. Obviously, is the Expo trade show promotion. The other piece is the training, right? We got the quiz, we got the pretty much a learning management system built in, quiz and assessment. The third piece is the job fair, right? Virtual job fair right there. The last piece is the contest. We're currently working with over 3 Silicon Valley accelerators to launch virtual demo day. So that's gonna perfect timing for this. So so the startup can actually upload the slide deck or the pitch virtually, and you can have a panel of judges to go there and actually vote on it. So that's kind of a 4-in-1. Actually, you can use it for fundraising for nonprofits as well. Okay.
Okay.
Let me just share with you about the whole framework. All right. You got government blockchain. You can actually have multiple chapters, right? This could be doesn't have to be a nonprofit. It could be a multinational company. So you can actually have one division over here, a second division here, a third division here, and then underneath you can actually connect with other organizations. So this could be your partners or even customers. So this is the ultimate framework for all organizations. All right. Questions?
Can you explain blockchain again? The concept. I've kind of read about it, but I'm not up to that.
We got an expert here. Anthony, are you there? You want to explain blockchain? Well, blockchain is really about securing the data and make sure it's transparent, and make sure it's valid, is not fake, because you have multiple instances that validating the data. That is the beauty of the blockchain, and you cannot just change it or whatever. It's validated in multiple sources or multiple stakeholders. So that's that is the kind of the basic concept behind a blockchain. And blockchain it's perfect for many organizations, like in government, election year, right? You got to make sure all these votes are correct, you know, whatever. So there are many use cases. Supply chain management using it, healthcare. So there's many other organizations using it.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So one of the things that we need help is to try to gather all the folks. Oh, what did I do here? Try to gather all the different stakeholders and host a more like a virtual summit on the COVID-19 issue. This thing will pop it up. Okay, I don't know what happened here. So if you can suggestion, let me know. You know, you have any speakers that actually want to participate? Let me know as well.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Any other question from anyone?
So let me go back to this blockchain. Is this like a ping back or like Reddit that you can validate by comment or or that you can give a ping back to validation positioning?
Are you referring to blockchain itself, or what are you?
Yeah, I'm referring to because that's a new to me relative to validation, especially when we're talking about COVID-19, which is a variation, the 19th variation of an already established virus. So, you know, the science is going daily, if not weekly. And so the validation of statements is highly important. And so what is the mechanism that stands behind this? Is this exclusive to your platform, or is this a generally accepted?
No, I mean, we're working. I mean, we're going to add blockchain to our platform for many different use cases. We will release a summary on that in the near future. We see blockchain as a very critical component for many different stakeholders. So, for instance, you know, we want to use the blockchain to validate traffics or referrals for events. We want to make sure that people, you know, okay, you bring in XYZ or ABC, we want to reward you based on that. Well, we got to make sure that you don't just make up the numbers, right? So that's why the blockchain can use that to validate it and make sure the data is right. That's one use case. There are other use cases like training. You have gone through certification training on eZ-Xpo. Well, how do I know that? Well,
so are you talking about blockchain, or are you talking about blog chaining? Are you talking about blockchain?
Blockchain, yeah.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right. Have a full understanding of that. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. So, any other questions? Nilda, any questions?
No, I'm good.
All right, so this is just a quick orientation on the platform and just get everyone oriented on the platform, how we can use it for bringing in different stakeholders to host our first virtual summit on COVID-19. And if you know of any health professionals or any other folks might be interested in joining force with us, let me know.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for your time and have a wonderful weekend.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Matt.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.